Do you have a difficult time expressing your thoughts, emotions, communication skills with authority, family, friends, your significant other, or even to a public audience? Stay tuned and learn how you can have effective communication and effective listening skills and not worry about burdening your other individuals involved in the conversation, getting your point across, and then coming to productive solutions. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Andrea Mason, Press Play, Plan Life According to You, LLC, alumna of Les Brown, and I am here to help you, men, women, children, bosses, employees, confidants, and even in the general public. Have you noticed over the course of some time now, if not almost a decade now, people are finding it difficult to express themselves, express their emotions without feeling a burden, or without the other individual getting all cringed up, worrying about, are you going to say something positive or negative, or ask them to do something? Today's day and age, we are either scrolling through our messages on our phone, emails, correspondence, and either typing in a few words and then it automatically types for you. For those younger generations out there, you're already having your automated responses typed in, or you're having a technology generated app or application answer the questions for you. But when it comes to live three-dimensional beings, our emotions get in the way. I can't tell you how many times I've been in public speaking with individuals, asking questions, or even just being a consumer in the storefront settings. Some people are excited about their job and passionate and really want to give you customer service, what I call custom service. Feel free to check out the difference on that video that I'll link right here. But then there's other individuals that refrain from eye contact, refrain from having a specific tonality or body language or approach when answering or responding to questions. And then there's others that just take everything from the course of the day, good, bad, or indifferent, and their emotions and exhaustions take the better of them. Either they're hangry or just tired and don't want to be bothered at all. But if you're like me, I'm a communicator. That's what I do. I use my voice for the voiceless. I put into words what people are thinking, put into questions, informed questions, which a lot of us nowadays just accept things for face value and don't ask questions. So when someone like myself comes along, whether you're a customer service rep on the phone, somebody in the store, a staff member or employee, even my own family or younger generations that I speak to, they get overwhelmed. Andrea, you're so animated and excited, or have a laundry list that you have to ask me of a series of questions, and they get overwhelmed. Now, sure, yes, there's a proper time and place to ask questions, especially when you're home with the family and people are coming home from school, work, or events. You don't want to bombard them at the door. I'm guilty of that. I've done that before. You want to allow them to settle in and give them proper response and time to reflect, go on that porcelain throne for a bit to kind of debrief, or just put their headphones on and get lost in the music. But there is something that must be said, that must be mentioned. We need to have more effective communication in this world rather than just screening emojis, memes, and so forth, because that's what it is. We're taking the shortcut of asking the proper questions and getting the right answers when we're communicating with one another. Many times we take the shortcut, yes or no. It's going back to first grade. Do you like me? Yes or no? Or you have individuals like myself who have a series of questions that need to be answered in a proper time, in a proper setting, that I need your involvement with. So how do you do this? Well, first and foremost, it was taught by the legendary top motivational speakers of the world, the late, amazing, and great Les Brown. Know your audience. Understand where they're coming from, what they're about, who they are, their personality traits, their body language. This is a key component for those who are stay-home family members and everybody's coming home from work, school, or outside events. Are you the type of person that's excited to see someone after a long day, that this is your first interpersonal three-dimensional connection? And you're like a puppy waiting for them at the front door, but then have a bunch of laundry list questions and events that have gone throughout the course of your day? Some of you, I've learned this from my younger years. We would have a journal amongst the family. It was kind of like a notebook, and we would write how our day was and kind of sneak in a few questions that we've had and then leave it on each other's nightstand. Others of us may have scheduled times, family discussions. They blast it out to their family calendar and say, all right, Tuesday at 6:30, we're going to have family discussions. But it doesn't have to be negative. But what people refrain from understanding is that if you have questions and another day passes on, those questions are going to pile up. And then it's going to be overwhelming for the recipient to respond because so much time has elapsed. So schedule that time with your significant other, with your family member, with your children, with your friends, your employees, to sit down and debrief about the day and see what is priority, what is of importance. The priority would be something of imminent, health, appointments, concerns, deadlines, financial constraints or conditions. Other things can be left a little bit later on, exciting news. But don't wait for it too long, because you want to be in the moment and celebrate with those around you. If there is something of concerning, of emotional status, for those out there, there's some spouses, some friends that aren't really on the emotional side. They really don't want to deal with it, or they don't know how to handle it. So be mindful of bringing those topics up in discussions amongst your friends or family members. But make time. Set aside a time, even if it's during dinner. I know I'm traditional, but I know a lot of people don't have family dinner much anymore because everybody's doing multiple things. But when you have that moment, sit down as a family, sit down with your friends, sit down with your employees, and put aside discussion time. Questions, concerns, updates, announcements, celebrations. When you talk with someone, it doesn't have to be all negative. Isn't the world negative and upside down and inside out as much as it is? Believe me, effective listening, effective communication is prominent in any relationship, emotional, personal, passionate, professional, or what have you. But it's important that you are listened, understood, and respected, as well as the other individual and entities involved. Take time out of your day, at the end of the day, to celebrate your wins, to shed your tears, express your fears, but then at the end, unite as one. You'll see a world of difference amongst your relationships if this is addressed in a respectful manner. Now, just to keep in mind on a side note, not everybody's going to be as excited as you are for your announcement. Not everybody's going to be empathetic or sympathetic about your fears and tears. Not everybody's going to be wanting to hear the to-do lists after a long day. So weigh your options, know your audience, be mindful of your body language, be mindful of your tonality, but be respectful. And for the recipients out there, understand, how would you want to receive such message? Good, bad, indifferent, or otherwise. The more we understand, the more effective communication we have, the better we will be in harmony. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. My name is Andrea Mason, your first choice, your global voice, alumna of the legendary, one of the top motivational speakers of the world, Les Brown, and the creator and innovator of Press Play, Plan Life According to You. Like, share, subscribe. If you found great value, share this out. Just hit a like. It helps spread the news more about. Think about how you can make just a slight adjustment in your life if you are able to communicate and effectively listen right. Thank you. I'll see you in the next video. Be well.